Firebase admin, which I haven't done in a long time, right? So Firebase admin, and how we can leverage this on the back end to do administrative things, such as allow our server to directly write into our database. So that requires a lot of configuration, and I'm going to make it seem like it's easy, because it is going to be easy following the steps I'm going to show you. Okay, so buckle up, get excited, smash that like button. We have literally over 300 people. We just smashed over 300 likes. I'm absolutely blown away by your support today. This is incredible. I see all of your chat. It's so cool. Right, so cool. Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, before we jump in, I'm going to show you how to actually deploy this app in the end of it. So most of you are going to want to add this to your portfolio. I'm going to show you how to deploy this onto the cell afterwards. And thanks to our friends over at Hostinger, this video was possible today, which means that not only are you going to learn to deploy it, you're going to have a shiny little brand new domain name which says like sunnysanga.com of your own, right? So absolutely an incredible deal. So in this case, if you want to go ahead and benefit from that, check out Hostinger's website, because they have a limited time offer right now, right? Which means that you can go ahead and get your custom domain name, so that when we deploy our website, you have a nice, beautiful domain name. All you have to do is simply click add to cart, head to the bottom, go ahead and chuck in the coupon code Sunny, because you know your boy's always trying to help you out. So simply head to the bottom, coupon code Sunny, and bam, just like that, I've slashed £575 down to 111 if you want to get your own domain name. Thank you. Thank me later. You're welcome. I do this for you, okay? So make sure you go ahead and do that. And that's the plan I'd recommend. But we're going to go ahead and explain all of the things that Hostinger provides sooner later on, okay? Well, you know what I mean. We're going to cover it later on, okay? So make sure you go ahead and check it out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's build. Now, I do mention always that I do like to go at a pace which assumes that you have some knowledge. However, if you're an absolute beginner and you want to go ahead and take your skill set even further, I do highly recommend you check out our course over at 0 to Full Stack Hero. Feel free, check it out, see for yourself. We have loads of the public time in the actual chat right now, so ask questions, do what you want to do, and go watch this video. It's going to show you the members inside. We're actually touching 1,000 members, which is nuts. Right, we have 1,000 students in 0 to Full Stack Hero, and our students are absolutely loving my most recent edition, the University of Code. So check out all that we have to offer. papareact.com/course, papareact.com/University of Code, to go ahead and get the best of everything we have to offer, okay? And again, you don't need any of this stuff. It's just going to help you elevate, and it's going to help you become a developer in a much shorter time, because I'm going to showcase all of my secrets inside there, but I'm going to give you as much as I can possibly right now. Okay, there's only so much I can do, okay? But whoa, Fazad, thank you, dude. £40 donation. He goes, I work for Microsoft Azure OpenAI. This is so cool. Great work, dude. That's a huge donation. Thank you so much. Absolutely incredible, right? So let's go ahead and dive into this build without further ado. So, jumping into things, right? And tell me if you enjoy this music. You can get it in the link in the description, right? So we're going to go ahead and firstly get our key to OpenAI. Now, if you don't know what the hell ChatGPT is, it's an incredibly powerful AI chatbot. And basically, what you can do is you can talk to it and ask it any question, and it's trained on so much data across the internet. It's not live connected to the internet, but the model has been trained on a huge amount of data. So you can ask it things like coding questions, you can ask it things like natural language questions, you can ask it anything, and it pretty much will give you a solid answer, depending on if you gave it a good prompt or not. And I'm going to show you how to add that into your own app, so you can build the next bazillion-dollar app, right, and make yourself famous, right? Do whatever you want to do with it. I don't care, but it's cool. Right, so in this case, we're going to go to openai.com. I've logged in. Right, so you'll be able to hit this screen once you log in. Guys, we're so close to 400 likes. Just destroy it for me, please. That's all I ask. And subscribe. So many of you are watching and aren't subscribed. It's crazy. Right? So in this case, all you need to do, head over to Personal on the top right, click on View API Keys. And a lot of you always ask the question, is it free? You know, do I have to pay for this? No, it's absolutely free. You can do this right now. So this whole tutorial is free. Right? Even the keys, all that kind of stuff, is free. Don't worry about it, right? So API keys. All you want to do is click on create new secret key. So I'm going to click that right now, bam, and I'm going to hide the screen because it's created me one. And then I'm going to click on copy, and I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to hide it. And as you can see now, I have the key. I have a second key. In this case, you can create as many keys as you want. If your key gets compromised, you can go ahead and revoke the key and so forth. Okay. So I've got a test key that I'm going to keep on here while we go ahead and get things working, and then I'll show you how we basically come back. But this is going to be the key that allows us to connect to ChatGPT's API. So it's very important that you get that key. So that's the first step. Okay, first step out the way. Second step is we're going to have to go ahead and create a Firebase project, right? So all you want to do, head over to firebase.google.com. Now, Firebase is an amazing suite of tools. They allow you to have things like real-time databases, the Firestore databases, which we're going to use today, and it makes things like authentication so simple. Okay, so it brings it down so that we as a developer can just enjoy what we want to do, which is build the damn app, as opposed to I don't know how to make my authentication work the perfect way and stuff like that. It just handles it, right? That's what we want. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and go into my correct account before I go ahead and do something I don't want to do, right? And then we are going to click on Go to Console. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and head over to add project. So you want to go ahead and create a new project right now. So click on add project, and here we're going to go ahead and say Chat GPT Messenger. I'm going to say YouTube. Okay, so you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, click continue. I'm going to disable Google Analytics, and we're going to create the project. Now it's worth mentioning that I have no connection to OpenAI, ChatGPT, any of those services. I'm literally just teaching you how to interact with their APIs for purely entertainment and education purposes, right? So that is it. That's all it is, educational purposes right now. We're just trying to help you interact with their services because they already have over 100 million users on their platform. That's the fastest app to ever get that working, right? So let's go ahead and continue. And then let's go ahead and first head over to, actually we can pause here. This is good. Right, so now we've got our Firebase set up, and then we've got our API key done. Cool. Now the next step is we're going to go ahead and initialize our first ever project. Right, so in this case, we're going to be using Tailwind with Next.js, and we're going to use this lovely little template over on the Tailwind website, and all you have to do is go ahead and copy this. MPX, create next app, -E with Tailwind CSS, my project, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and copy that. So first things first, open up my terminal. Nice. We're going to go ahead and make this massive because I always get comments, I can't see what you're writing. There you go. Hopefully that's good, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my documents. I like to just put it in somewhere like documents, builds. I don't like to throw this everywhere, right? So you can put it wherever you want, right? But now you want to go ahead and pop it in. And then you basically just want to change this final final sort of command argument. So this one is going to be the project name. So in this case, I'm going to say Chat GPT Messenger YouTube. Hit enter. This code is available on the proper GitHub repo, right? So definitely, if you want to check it out, you get stuck. What I would recommend is try code along with me. It's completely free. That's the best way. Or you can go ahead and get access.
In and out, hesitation to the spin, fade away. Almost gets the tough bucket to go. Cleary. Stop, pop, and knock down. Lights out cash money from the left 45. Bertens set up his first triple and knocking it down. Riga under pressure. And the foul is called as Riga get it back. And Riga started a much more energetic, intense team in this one, on the defensive end and on the offensive end. Baskets Bonn just trying to find their rhythm and flow into the game as they make a quick change here. Checking in, number 6, Angelo Allegri. He was incredible from behind the arc. Oh, there's a right-handed layup for 2. Allegri, incredible behind the arc in his game against Dinamo Sassari. 5 for 6 from behind the arc in that game to help Telekom Baskets Bonn get into the game. Or into the competition, should I say. Fleming gets one to go, the friendly bounce on the road rims. Full court pressure here. Sanin slows down the possession. Defender opens his hips. Sanin attacks it. Still in possession here. The crossover goes by the defender, trying to find a teammate. No good. Three ball goes up. It's lights out. Another triple. Bodie Hume knocking it down. Cleary. Back-to-back triples in this game then. There's another one for Bertens. Slip on the floor there for Fleming Jr. Picked up. Cleary, in and out, hesitation to the spin, fade away. Almost gets the tough bucket to go. Dribble, scoop shot onto the left hand, and now it's end to end. Allegri, his first 2 points of the game. Martins. Foul is called as he's seemingly pushed out of play. Take another look at that. Hume. There we are. Replay. Burton's triples. He's 2 for 2. Meisters to Burtons. Looking inside here, great execution on the baseline offense. Darius McGee into the game now. That is way downtown deep. What a heat check that is to come off the bench and shoot a shot like that. Oh, double teamed now. Trying to find the next pass, almost clicks inside. Three ball goes up, no good for Gage Davis. His first minutes, Davis. Right-handed floater along the baseline is no good. Riga just crashing the boards at this moment in time. Mertens. It's the ball screen. Why not? 2 for 2. Came right off the screen, curled into his three-point attempt there. McGee losing his defender. Three ball from the corner. Angelo Allegri. 5 points for him. Mertens cooling off a little as foul is called here. The Meisters. That'll be his first personal foul, and substitutions coming in. Sanin back into the game. Starting the game hot, Sanin. 4 points, 2 rebounds and a steal so far. 5 minutes We're just under 6 minutes of action, should we say. McGee. Just trying to go to his right hand. Defensive boards. Oh, and a huge rejection underneath the rim. Gage Davis. Didn't look over the shoulder now. Great transition there from Baskets Bonn. The ball rotates. Rivaldo Suarez knocking it down from behind the arc. Themselves flowing. Three for 5 from downtown. Two-point lead for Bonn. Swings the ball now, Shannon. The pump fake gets the defender in the air. Sold him a dream. And took the commission. Here's McGee. Onto the right hand, explosive. Darius McGee. It's for sure as he can put points on the board. Cleary. Trying to find room for his own 3 now. Foul is called off the ball here on the floor. A battle for the rebound. Gulbis. Here just pushing and pulling with Angelo Allegri. 26.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. As Marius Gulbis heads to the free throw line. And knocks down the first of his 2 free throws. What a career this man has had, playing since the year 2000. His 24th year of basketball. 2 for 2 from the line. He knows the drill, fundamentals. McGee attacking the hip of the defender. Foul will be called on Pinnis. Substitution checking in for VEF Riga. Shannon heads to the bench. Rihaj Berkholz. First moments in the game for him, and it's the final seconds. McGee. Oh, wow! Darius McGee! How did you do that? We gotta watch that one back. Check this out. The pump. Wilson Basketball, the official basketball of the Basketball Champions League. As it's a Telekom Baskets Bonn possession to start us off here in the second quarter. McGee. That pass is fumbled and intercepted. And off the screen is Davis. There's a play here. And head coach Martins Gulbis asking why play was stopped. And McGee hobbling off. I only hope he's okay. There'll be a lot less entertaining this evening if that man's unable to step on the floor again. But hopefully he's able to shake it off. I'm sure he'll get some attention on the Bonn bench. Catch and shoot triple, it's nice. Marius Gulbis. Catch and shoot. Hedging on the actions here on defense. Now Riga. Hedge comes again, but eventually switches onto it, onto the left hand this time. Allegri just a little bit too versatile for his defender. Meisters. Those bench points, 15 points off the bench. For Baskets Bonn, they have an incredibly deep roster. Oh, and that's a great block at the rim, but it's tipped into an opponent's hands, and this is unable to get the finish to go. Jaquan Lawrence checking back in for Riga. Spinnis heads to the bench. Suarez. Full court pressure. Opportunity to slow down the pace of Baskets Bonn, as head coach Gulbis was talking about in his timeout. Disappointed with the amount of transition points, but in the half court, they can get it done too. Thomas Kennedy rising up. Kaboom! One of the few players returning from last season's campaign. Now right hand on the wing. Trying to find room for the three, and the foul is called. Fleming Jr. pointing at himself. Three free throws to come now. Let's take a look back at this. Has he landed in his shooting space? Well, here's the jam, more importantly. Thomas Kennedy. Steam train through the paint. As Marius Gulbins is on the line, missing his first of two, or should I say three free throws. He shot 44.2% from behind the arc last season in the Latvia and Estonia Basketball League. The Latvia Basketball League. Only 2 games for him there, but 37.5% in last season's BCL. VEF Riga, one of the top 3-point shooting teams. And here is McGee. He's back into the game. He's shaken off the little knot that he had earlier on, and back to putting points on the board. That will please the Basket Bonn fans at home. Holding foul is called. Sideline possession. Coach Gulbis letting his team know that he would like his offense to be executed correctly, is the best way of putting it. Noel Moore's experienced coach and cool, calm and collected so far. Well, he's in the lead. Let's see if that can last the course of the rest of the game. Foul is called here. Foul is called on number 1. Jonathan Barrett. Blocking foul called there as he puts Burtons on the floor. It's the 3rd team foul with 7 minutes 24 on the clock here in the second. Really want to rack those up early. Nice ball movement here to find the open 3. controlled. Here's McGee. He's pulling up. That is nothing but air in that situation. Was heavily contested. Has an incredible ability to use his jump to get high and release his jump shot. On that occasion, he fell short. Here's Vyacheslav Bobrov into the hands of Cleary. It's deflected out of bounds. Better. More changes here. It's time for Baskets Bonn. Checking in, Sam Grisel. It's a nice find in the corner. Bobrov unable to finish. Immediate pressure. Yusuf Sanan. McGee, nice pass. Barrett trying to find the extra one. And line possession for Baskets Bonn. Checking in from the 20. Gage Davis. There to put a point on the board for Riga. Foul called underneath the bucket on a missed basket. There is a man who's looking like he's giving it all out there. Breathing hard. Perspiration. You don't want to be headed to the bench looking like you've not done anything in the game, as Grisel will go to the free throw line. Four, 6, 7 forward. One in the States, Lincoln, New England. Sam Grisel. He's returning back to Telekom Baskets Bonn. His second professional season of basketball. Reball goes up here though. Offensive rebound, Cleary. Steps inside, knocks it down from the elbow. Obish continuing to try and get his message across. Grisel. That's the pass that they wanted. The double team arrived and drawing contact underneath the rim. Foul called on the floor. Thomas Kennedy, the captain, the listed captain in this game. There's a block underneath the rim by Davis. Can they collect the defensive rebound? No, they can't. McGee, catch and shoot, and it's nice. Darius McGee knocking it down, and at 5 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, we have a timeout called. Suarez, McGee. Superstar in the making. Darius McGee, 2 for 4 from behind the arc. A ridiculous buzzer beater shot at the end of the first, and that catch and shoot action. Explosive guard for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Wow. Coach Gulbis asking for more physicality from his team. Says it's going to be a physical night. Let's see if they respond. Well, that was a physical take nonetheless. And Burton's the captain, embodying what his coaches want in his actions. Strong take onto the right hand here. Shoulder contact and extending the arm. Suarez is caught by the elbow. Burton's now heads to the free throw line for the chance at the 3-point opportunity. it is. 4-point ball game. Jason. That will be called. Pushing foul call. That will be called on number 3. Vyacheslav Bobrov. That is both teams now in foul trouble. Free throws from here on out. McGee. What magic is he going to conjure up this time? With a contested 3, but this one's a little short. Cleary. The screen arrives. That was a tough pass to make, dribbling into the defenders and to his teammate. Not much room to work in for Jaquan Lawrence and Cleary. Throwing it up top, looking for the highlight. Free from Burton's. His third triple of the night as he brings the game to a 1-point difference. Once again for Telekom Baskets Bonn, if they don't take those risks, then they don't have the opportunity for those offensive transition points, which they've been so successful in getting in this game. So, a risky balance, and why we love the game of basketball. Here's McGee, great work there from Grisel to keep the play going. McGee downhill to the corner, 3. Bobrov keeps the play alive now for Riga. Burton's again for 3. That man is on fire. 15 points personal. El Capitan. Riga royalty. Knocking it down. And a foul underneath the bucket. Grisel going to work. So Riga have the lead, 34-32. Take a look back at this one. The reach there around the back and loss of balance, falling into Grisel, but this is what he's doing offensively, Burton's. Triple after triple. 4 for 6 from behind the arc. But now 5 team fouls and Grisel on the free throw line as he misses the first. Grisel just under 80% from the free throw line in league play in the Bundesliga last season. 76% in the Basketball Champions League. Played in all 14 games for Basket Bonn last year as they reached the quarterfinals of the competition. Cleary, his foot's going to sneak out of bounds here. One of the most frustrating moments for any basketball player. So when the referee is hot on that sideline, your heel heads out of bounds. There's the turnover count for you. 6 to 8 turnovers in this game. Beautiful pass from McGee, and Thomas Kennedy throwing it down with the right hand. Darius McGee pulling the strings for Bonn. Tied ball game once again. Sannon back into the game. Burton's quick to think there. Vyacheslav Bobrov. Burton's in the corner, trying to find room, and his shot almost goes even through the foul. Burton's is just feeling some type of way tonight. Rightly so. It's the opening game of the Basketball Champions League season in Latvia. It's my time to shine, but check that out. Rocking the rims. Thomas Kennedy. Martins looking down, first of 2 free throws. Second consecutive season in Riga, and played for them in previous years, and in a Riga club as a junior back in 2006. Here's McGee, getting it to the corner, back out for 3, made the right decision there for the open triple. Smart play to find Griesel, and Griesel gives Bonn the advantage by 1. 1 minute 45. And this is feeling like the fourth quarter right now. We're just getting ready to go into half time. Cleary. Ball screen action. Riga in this game as Cleary goes from the left elbow. Ball rattles out. Here's McGee. Catch and shoot. Big offensive boards for Kennedy. Looking inside. 1-on-1 in the paint. And that's a nice finish underneath the rim. Angelo Allegri. He's got 9 points personal on the board. Definitely been working with his personal trainer in the off-season to get looks like that. Oh, and another triple! He has got the hot hand! Somebody stop this man! My oh my, Berchans! Who's gonna stop him? That one was heavily contested. He's come up with the steal here as well. Once he was definitely going to take that all the way to the left hand. There was no way he was passing that up. Darius Bertens, the captain, leading by. And the 6 for 9 overall from the field in 15 minutes and 29 seconds. And it's 22 points. In fact, as the stats are updated. They're looking for the 8-second on the shot clock here. Telekom Baskets Bonn, as coach mentioned, and the ball screen arrives. Darius McGee, he's caught up top here. Sannon's being spun around. And what's the call? Is the and one. That's the call. Sannon caught in a whirlwind of Danny McGee. Tough as nails through the contact. McGee using the glass. Late night banking. Pinnis is called a foul. With 5.8 seconds on the clock. Bonn now with a chance to go into the lead ahead of the half-time break. Brilliant half of basketball it's been so far. This is how we wanted to start the Basketball Champions League, as the three-point play is complete. But here we go, long heave ahead. Is there more surprises on the cards? Bobrov, and that one is way off, and the clock will stop. The referee had time onto the clock here. Time will be added. 0.7 seconds it was originally, now it's 1.1. Bonn do anything with that? Let's find out. Full court pressure. Who's got a touchdown pass in him? Let's see. Well, Griesel throwing it up and intercepted as it's heaved from half court. But as mentioned already, an exciting first half of basketball here in the 9th season of the Basket 41, Telekom Baskets Bonn 42. Bobrov curling. Beautiful pass across there from Bobrov. Sanin, fellow Ukrainian, unable to knock down the triple. Fleming Jr., quiet first half for him. To the block now, one-on-one action. Battle of the big men. Offensive rebound knocked away, kept alive. Well, in fact, the ball didn't touch the rim, so there's 1.4 seconds on the shot clock here. Baskets Bonn have got to make good use of this. A shot clock violation. They tried to make the lofted high pass across to Griesel. Cleary twisting and turning, trying to lose Fleming. Well, he loses both defenders there. Unable to make the layup. Off the leg of the defender. Keeping the ball on the baseline here for Bonn. Right hand side, Griesel, clock winding down. Looking inside to the big man, blocked. And in fact, a foul called on the floor. Bobrov, the offender. Hands rolled there, one hand round the waist. And back inside, Griesel this time. Second foul is called. Cleary will be called for that foul. Mismatch between the 6'1" point guard Cleary and 6'7" forward Griesel. Sideline possession. Inside, Kennedy. Beautiful hook shot onto the right. Bobrov rolling off the screen. That's great ball movement there, and it's rewarded. Lawrence for two. That will be Lawrence's first 2 points of the ball game. Fleming under all kinds of pressure here. It's Sanin all over him, really making it difficult. Shot comes off, and if they get the rebound, which they don't, it would have been a great defensive possession for Riga. Baskets Bonn reset. Griesel, the mismatch again, going under the defender. Another offensive rebound, Kennedy no, and Lawrence eventually gets his hands onto the ball. Burton's great roll from Lawrence, great ball movement here, maybe one pass too many. Cleary inside to Lawrence, defender in the air, nice hands from Kennedy. And a foul called. Hectic action, as one might describe it. Team fouls for Riga early on in this third quarter. And Kennedy caught in the paint here, transition. Three ball, is he still hot? Yes, he is. No cooling down at the half-time break for Burtons. Make that 25 points, make that 6 triples. He's going to be all over social media by the end of the night, no matter what the outcome is. Fleming caught in the trap. Great hustle on defense here. And he has got his number. Yusuf Shannon causing all kind of problems for Fleming. And as you can see, McGee being called up off the bench. Cleary attacking the gap. Shannon for three. Icing on the cake, is unable to go. Brilliant defensive intensity here from Riga. Look at this. Honest, true defense from Shannon. Moving his feet, getting his hands involved and forcing errors. And there is that man, Bertens. He must have sat himself right next to the radiator in the locker room to stay hot. McGee into the game. Wiesel. His three is off. This is into the game and a foul call here. Holding foul call. Second personal on Kennedy. No real foul trouble in this game so far for any individual players. Bobrov double teamed. Where's the open man? Oh, and that is before the buzzer sounds. Lawrence. Riga open up the lead to 4. Under the bucket. Lawrence standing strong in the paint against Grisel. Skips across. Great defense from Bobrov. He keeps the play alive. Knocks it to Burmeister's hands. And the defense has been simply sensational from Riga early on. Burmeisters over the defender onto the right hand, forcing the timeout call. It's all Riga basket. There's Baskets Bonn will get us back underway. And no let up here. McGee. Burmeister's thinking twice about closely guarding him that far up the court. McGee. First pass, they're running out of options. Fade away jumper, that was a tough finish. Much needed points on the board. How will Riga respond? Up the screen at the top of the three-point line. Bertens going downhill. Bertens! His teammate clearing up for him. McGee almost losing that one, but now they've got numbers. Well, it's 3v3 in transition anyway. Kennedy, tough take underneath the rim for 2. And just like that, Bonn have lifted their intensity. Bertens heads to the bench. A little injury here. Will be potentially a blood injury, so we'll have to leave the court. Look, Bertens here. A little look into the camera. There we go. Just thinking maybe he's done something to his finger there. Let's hope it doesn't change his shooting form in this game, because it's been excellent. Cleary. Sen. Sen and stop and pop. Rebounded by Kennedy. Trying to tip it back in. Riesel, 3. Back of the iron. Offensive glass again. A slip through the screen action here. Skipped across. 3 ball goes up. 3 ball goes in. Till Pape. His first triple of the game. Straight down the other side of the floor. Immediate response. But a 3-point ball game. Baskets Bonn chipping away. McGee. Another one to tie it. And it's a tie ball game. Well, some will say basketball is a game of runs. And it's such a cliche where it's all tied 54 to 54. Quick 8 points for Til Pape. Shannon. That was great execution of the offense, just a really tough finish to make. McGee pulling up for 3, and that is beautiful. Darius McGee, connection with the rim. 3-point lead for Bonn. They were down by 6. A missed 3 now. 4 Bonn players around the ball to easily collect the rebound. McGee. Turning the corner well, throwing it up top! There it is! Alley-oop, McGee throwing it up. Jonathan Barrett throwing it down. This game has turned on its head. Nice pump fake onto the left hand. VEF move. As they close the gap back down to 3. Nice work, change of pace there, and that's stolen away now. It's Riga's turn to go on a run. Let's find out. This is an important play here. Cleary, shot clock at 7. Got to get something here. Trying to find the pass. Lawrence has to let it go quickly. Time simply just ran out. McGee, stolen away by Cleary. Almost picked away by McGee once again. The offense resets, the defense recovers, looking inside for the mismatch, and there it is! There's the play that they needed. Maris Gulbis heard the words of his younger brother. Said, don't worry, little bro, I got you. The mismatch inside. McGee could not do too much in that position. And Gulbis with a chance at the 3-point play to tie the game again. 1.6 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Vyacheslav Bobrov into the game. Able to knock down the free throws, so it will stay advantage Baskets Bonn. Another enthralling contest here in the third quarter. Bonn lead by 1 game in Group E. Magical so far. Yes, scrappy at times. And teams will be a little fatigued early on as they start to settle into this season. But look at this from Riga straight away. Starting as they mean to go on in this fourth quarter, the foul called on Cleary. Tell a friend to tune in. Here's McGee. The dribble now. Pepe tries to make a really difficult pass. Shannon rips that away. Back out to him, looking inside for Bobrov, but three will go up from Maris Grubis. Second triple of the game for him. 13 points personal for Grubis. And now the lead for Riga. McGee, that's wild, front of the iron. Bobrov, big rebound, fighting for it on the floor. Sanin. I'm intrigued now to see both Fleming and McGee in at the same time. Hasn't happened too much in this game. Will they combine to do wonderful things? Corner three though, it's muddy. Isuf Sanin right in the wave. 10 points personal for him. McGee left all alone for the lay-in for two. He's up to, I believe, 18 points, McGee. Cleary looking for the roll of Bobrov. Sanin again for three. It's back-to-back triples. This is scintillating stuff. 67-61. McGee. One-on-one with Cleary in the paint. Oh, wonderful work to sneak around the hip, around Cleary. Guards with the paint work. That's a beautiful inside hand finish. Sanin again is on fire right now. Pull at three, left all alone. Who could come up with the rebound? Here's Bobrov. That's knocked away and kept in the hands of Riga. Isuf Sanin. Check this out. Inside hand finish, allowing for that quicker release. The defenders anticipate him using it on the left. Here's that catch and shoot three from Sanin. 15-4 run. And that's going from the end of the third into this fourth quarter. Great bounce pass to find Burtons, who's back into the game. This is a mid-range baseline jumper. McGee catches Cleary, slipping. Nice ball movement to find Kennedy inside, looking for the cut from the opposite wing. The foul is called. Angelo Allegri watching his defender, realizing not got their eye on him. .6:45 here in the fourth. Second personal foul on Sanin. Second team foul for Riga. Angelo Allegri with his first trip to the free throw line tonight. To say, no gripes with the officials this evening. They've been performing very well this evening. You've got to call it how you see it. They deserve all the credit they get. So foul is called here. Cleary. Attacking the gap again. Cleary, tough angle. Lawrence trying to follow that one up. McGee comes up with the rebound. Catch and shoot three. Rebounded by Sannon. Sannon going downhill, and Lawrence will clean it at this time. Sannon attracting all of the defenders' attention. Lawrence sneaking in through the back door. Hello, hi. Jaquan Lawrence wrecking rims in Riga. Time to eat. What is the national dish of Latvia? I better check that one up. So here's McGee. Heading away from the hedge action, left all alone. And he gets the most friendliest of bounce. The ball stopped dead on the back of the iron, rolls in. And is that the spark that his team needs? He's got 23 points, 50% from behind the arc. Sannon. Nice footwork there from Sannon, but Kennedy did incredibly well to keep his feet on the ground. A holding foul is called. An inline possession. Foul is called here on Tommy Jr. Third personal foul for him. He is only the second player in this game to amount 3 fouls. Cleary being the other. Burtons. 1-on-1 with McGee. Burton's finally cooled off. And it doesn't matter, his performance has proved vital to keep him Riga in this game. As this is the layup there with the unfriendly roll on the rim. Kennedy setting the screen for McGee, shaking off Cleary. McGee again. Bobrov just throwing that away, avoiding the baseline inbounds. An awkwardly angled sideline possession for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Sideline still with 8 seconds on the shot clock remaining. McGee, hesitation, skipping through the defense, finding the open man for 3. Hits the rim right on the buzzer, and Fleming Jr. cannot keep that in play. Hume into the game. Angelo Allegri heads to the bench. Sannon, clear out. I want Kennedy. Oh, don't jump this time, Sannon! Kennedy kept his feet on the floor in the previous 1-on-1 between them, but this time, Sannon sends him flying. Takes his tally to 17 points personal. Technical foul has been called. Fleming Jr. is not something you want to be doing at this point of the game where every point matters. And he's now on 4 personal fouls. Bertens goes to the line. As he misses his 4th attempt on the line in this game. I think it will be the reaction there from Fleming. That's given the referee cause to award a technical foul. Oh, Fleming almost gets enough on that to pick up a steal. That would have been a great way to react. Is Cleary. Oh, a crap on the court for Sannon as he hits the deck. As you can tell, early on in the season, body's adjusting. And he really has given everything so far in this game. It's of Sannon. Earlier on in the game, there was a break in play. He was headed to the bench. He was dripping in sweat. He was breathing so hard. He literally has given his all. He's just there, look. Cleary. Won't take any risk. Get some hydration in for Sannon. Cleary. Firing up a 3, and that's huge from Cleary. My next question was going to be, who's going to back up Sannon's performance? Bertens has cooled down. Who next? And Cleary. Wonderful triple from him. (76-68). Well, here's Bertens. Pull-up 3 for Bertens. McGee, foul called now. Two minutes 51 left in this game. Substitutions checking in. Rivaldo Suarez steps on floor. Is that Cleary 3? Big time triple for Cleary. And there's Sannon celebrating with every muscle that he has. Isn't cramping at the moment. Oh, and this is an interesting call here. There's 2 shots, I believe, that Maris Gulbis was inside the defensive semicircle. Interesting. Now, Thomas Kennedy, the captain for Basket Bonn. 2 incredibly important free throws here. They need to put these points on the board, close it back to a 6-point game, keep the pressure there. Force Riga to have to make the plays if they want to win this game, which they have done so far. The first free throw is missed. Fans doing their most to put him off, and it seems to have worked in the home arena. 0 for 2 trip to the free throw line there. Here's Sannon back in the game. Bertens. Back to Sannon. Cleary. That's a smart shot there from Cleary. Just leaning backwards. Knocking it down. 10 points is the difference. A first time in this game that there's been a double-digit difference. What have Basket Bonn's got left in the tank? Thomas Kennedy under the rim, under pressure from all angles. And a rebound for Bobrov. Sannen stopping. I believe an offensive foul has been called here. Let's have a look. Yeah, extending that right forearm. Here, Kennedy underneath the other side, mauled by his opposition. Here's McGee. Foul called here now, reaching in. It's team foul trouble for Riga to avoid sending their opponents to the line, give it away. Easy fouls. Don't forget, lots of other games are well underway in the Basketball Champions League. Make sure you check out the website to keep up to date with all the scores. Champions League.basketball. It's also a close game in our second matchup in Group P between IK Betson and Maccabi Ramat Gan. Betson in the it will be the first team to collect a W this year's 9th symphony of the Basketball Champions League. Yusuf Sannen hesitating out, creating space to the left hand. Good to go. Yusuf Sannen, 19 points personal. 3 ball. No. And a holding foul called. 1 minute on the clock. Exactly. Just reaching over the back there of Lawrence. Separation created here by Sannen to the left hand. Great work from him tonight. And if you're getting involved with us on social media, let us know who you think the player of the game should be this evening. It's great work from McGee there to earn possession back. 44.6 seconds. We've seen stranger things happen. McGee. Double tap crossover, bounce pass inside. Kennedy, right hand finisher 2. Here we go. Can they get a stop here? Sannen. They need a stop. Can they force the 8 seconds? No, they can't. Cleary. Ball is moving well. The clock is running down. And they're running out of time. Baskets Bonn. This 3 to ceiling. There it is. He's been cold since the first 3 he made in this half. He'll make the last 3 in this game. And there's Bertens picking up the rebound. He's going for points on the board. It all counts. And 1. What a marvelous performance from the captain. Rubbing salt in the wounds. The airball triple. Blow by. Let's have a race. Bertens, right hand, and 1. Give me that. He's hit that 30-point mark now, Bertens. And Sannen is going to have a break. Oh, no, he's not. He's even setting fakes on the commentator right now. Here's Bertens. Back-to-back 3-point plays. Yes, please. 31 points for the captain. Bertens heads to the bench with 7.9 on the clock. And look at this. 72 to 80. Defensive might of Sannen checking in. He's had 3 personal steals in this game, 5 assists, 19 points. Great outing for the young man. They don't want to commit a foul here. 2 goes up. No good on the follow-up, and that is the ball game. VEF Riga, in their 6th consecutive season in the Basketball Champions League, will take victory.